Okay, so earlier I made a video about me answering some questions and that shit was whack, so I don't even fucking know if I'm gonna upload that. But I had one question that I didn't answer, which is a question by one of my friends. She asked how to get the attention of a guy. So the thing is, I think this really depends on, what kind of attention you're trying to get. I mean, if it's just like a little crush and you're just trying to maybe get him to notice you for the first time or something, I mean, just smile at him, make eye contact or something, or if he's looking your way, give him something to look at. Like, you want him to keep his attention on you. But there's other tricks too. For example, there's an easy one where you can just walk in front of him, flip your hair, make sure you smell good. He'll be like, "What was that? Delicious. That's what that was." He's gonna want a taste of that. You could also ask him for help on something. Act like you don't fucking understand shit. Be like, "Oh, I was just wondering, maybe it looks like you have a better understanding. Can you help me?" I don't know, something like that. Or find something in common. If he's wearing a t-shirt with a band on it and you know it, be like, "Oh, you like that band too. Who gives a fuck?" Just start up a conversation with him. But if you're looking for something bold and you just want to grasp his attention and make sure he remembers your ass, I got some bold tips for you too. Some people like to say, be assertive. I'm going to say, be a bold ass motherfucker, because, might as well go big or go home. So a couple of things you could do are, you just walk up to him and grab his ass, lets him know you want that piece of meat. Or you could throw a pickup line at him. I have a few that I really like. Like, "Something tells me you're sweet. Can I have a taste? Did I mention I like to go down like the Titanic? I got the F, the C, the K. All I need is the U. Screw me if I'm wrong, but I think you want to kiss me. I grew up on a farm, so I know how to raise a cock. Boy, why you all sexy and shit?" That one's a little more subtle, but it still gets the message across. You could accidentally mistake him for Channing Tatum. Or you could let him know that you're materialistic. Girlfriend material, that is. Or you could tell him that you want to ride him like a roller coaster and you feel like screaming tonight. Any one of these tips, I feel like, are very, very helpful. Any one of those pickup lines would definitely grab my attention. If you don't feel like talking to him, you could always just undress right there on the spot. He'll always remember that. Or if you're in a classroom together, you could run through the classroom naked. That's something he'll remember. Or if you're just trying to get him to look your way, you fucking throw shit at him until he looks at you. Or, I mean, there's always the stalker move. And I know that this works because I happen to have a stalker. This kid in my class is a legit stalker. He takes pictures of me and he wrote a love song for me. And pretty soon he'll be getting a restraining letter from me. Is it the type of attention that he probably wanted? No, but it got my attention nonetheless. And the plus side is, if he gets a restraining order, it's like he's actually getting a letter from me. Not a letter of love, but a letter of my attention nonetheless. So if you want to know how to stalk him, I'll give you some tips that my stalker uses. Take pictures of him in class and put that shit as your background. He will notice that. Make sure that your camera flash is on though, because otherwise it's not going to draw his attention. Second of all, go up to him and ask him if he lives near you. Just give out your address and tell him, if he does, to leave his window open so that either one, he can climb in at night, or two, if you hear the guitar playing, that's his love song to you. Or, wait, I guess it'd be more like your love song to him, but I'm just putting it in the words that my stalker actually used on me. Like, I'm not even fucking joking. There's this boy in my class who told me he wrote me a love song and all this weird, creepy ass shit. Anyways, you could always ask his friends what type of things he's into. Or you can try and ask him if he needs help on something. You know, there's just lots of ways to get a guy's attention. You could always make an ass out of yourself and fall in front of him and be like, oh, poor dainty me, I need help getting up. If only there's a strong man around that looks like Channing Tatum to help me, like you. It'll make him feel great because then, one, you're comparing him to one of the hottest guys, and two, makes him feel strong and like he's being the superhero. And you fell in front of him, so he's gonna remember that. But yeah, so I think there's plenty of tips that you could use, and if anyone has any tips that they'd like to tell me on how to get a guy or pick lines that have worked for them or anything, feel free to comment on this video and let me know. Okay, bye! Love you, Nicole.